Hello everyone. I'm gonna solve this problem, Leetcode IPO 502. So basically, let's me summarize what is happening here is behind all this story. That There are two arrays are given. One is capital and one is profits. So capitals are the amounts on ith day, okay, and profits are the profits amount on the same ith day. So for example, if you see here, these are two array, profits and capital. So if you see capital 0, okay, so if we have 0 capital, then we can start and get a profit of 1. Okay, similarly, if we have the capital of at least 1, then we can get a profit of 2. Okay, so basically W is given to us. W is actually our you can say the capital that is available with us. Okay, so four things are given. One integer array k, which will tell the number of operations that we can do, and W is the initial amount. Okay, so W should be, we can pick any capital here only if our W capacity is greater than this ith location. We can pick any ith location. For example, here W is 0, so we cannot pick the second or third portion. We can only pick the first location, which is required 0. So basically this W should be greater than or equal to whatever index it is, then only we can pick it, and then corresponding profits are given here. So what would be our approach is, let me explain it. So I'm taking the example given in the question itself. So what would be our approach is actually basically we are creating two priority queues, capital queue and profit queue. Okay, so basically these priority queues are storing the integer array of size 2. Okay, so first thing would be taking the like in this case, if we go to capital queue, what I'm gonna store is 0. Okay, in this case let's say capital, so first location what is there, it is 0, and then here first location in profit it is 1. So for so 0 1, so we will store in capital IQ here 0 comma 1. Okay, this would be an array of size 2. So why I am storing in this way? Basically I am storing in this way that this capital IQ would be sorted as a min heap based upon the capital, because we want the smallest capital amount to maximize the profit. Okay, so this tuple, and we are increasing, we are storing in the increasing order of the first element, which is nothing but capital IQ. Okay, so first would be 0 1. What would be second? Second would be 1 and 2, right? So 1, so this would be our 1, and this would be our 2. 2 is the profit, corresponding to profit. And what would be the third one? Third one would be, this is last one, 1 from capital array, and 3 corresponding value from the profit array. So this would be our 1 comma 3. Now you would have noticed that we are making it a kind of a min heap based upon the first value, which is capital value. Okay, why do we want in this way? Because we want to keep the smallest capital we want to start with, so that our W would be minimized spent. Okay, so now what will happen? First of all, in this priority queue we will fill all these value, the tuples which we just made. Okay, after filling these tuples, now we will pop out the first value out of it. So if we go to this PQ, this priority capital queue, first of all we will give this 0 and 1. Okay, now this 0 is the amount that required for this capital. Now W could be anything, in this case it is 0. So basically we have to pick if W is greater than this 0, right? Then only we can make it purchase basically. So I am adding these values to in this other priority queue, but in this priority queue what is happening is, this is also storing the integer array of size 2 only, but here we are making it as a max heap based upon the profit, because we want that maximum profit on the top of it. Okay, so in this case what will happen? Initially we will store 0 1, then so see here 0 and 1 would be stored in this case. Now because this 0 is the first thing we have, the capital thing. So our W should be either greater than or equal to, then only we can purchase. So this condition is basically passing here. So we have put it into 0 and 1. Now after doing this, only one element is available because our W is 0. After that it required 1. See here, it required 1 at least value of W, but we have W 0. So only this value would be available. Now what we will do is we will pop out this value. Okay, so after popping out, we can clearly say that profit is the second value. Okay, because only one value is there, and as I told you, this second one, profit Q, is basically a max heap based upon the profit. So we can clearly say here the profit would be 1. So it will become what? W plus profit. Okay, our new value of W would be W plus profit, which will become 0 plus 1. Means it would be 0 plus 1 equal to 1 only. Okay, so now our new value is the 1. Now see here, we will again coming out of it, and we are having like K. So K value, now new K value would be become 1 because 1 value is already decreased. So 2 minus 1, it is becoming 1. Okay, now we have one more operation. So see here, we can have like now our new value of W is 1. So see here, this W is greater than or equal to 1. See here, W is greater than this capital equal. Okay, so greater than or equal to, that means 1 and 2 is also can be put here. So let me just update it. So now see, W is 1, so we can bring this 1 and 2 here because it is fulfilling our desire. So 1 and 2 can come here. Now we will go to next value. We'll check whether it is greater than or equal. See here the first value, which is capital. Here again this W is 1 and this also equal to 1. So that is also eligible. So we can bring that as well to here. 1 and 3. But you know, this is a priority queue. So this will come here automatically, right? Because it is sorted based upon the second value. So finally it would looks like this. Okay, 1 and 3 would be on top and 1 and 2 on the second. Now what will happen after doing this condition is done, right? We are done with all the values which are greater than or equal to W. So see here, now we will pop it out. Okay, so top value would have the maximum value of profit. So out of this value 1 and 3, what would be our profit? Our profit is the second value, so which is 3. Okay, so now it will be coming as a 3 is the profit. So now put that value into this. Okay, so it would be become W plus 3, right? So W is equal to 1. So 1 plus 3. Okay, so 1 plus 3, what would be our answer? Our answer is gonna become 4. Now our K becomes 0. Okay, because we are decreasing. So because we are done with the K operations, so our final answer is this W. This W is the answer which we have to do. Now let me quickly write the code of it. Yeah, so see here, I have created first of all 2 priority queues. Okay, first priority queue is a min heap based upon the capital value, and second priority queue is a max heap based upon the profit value. Okay, I created them. Then capital IQ priority queue I have filled with the capital I and profit I. Okay, for the corresponding indexes. Then after filling that values, what I am doing here, I am just making a for loop for the K times, and then I am checking here that while this is not empty, the capital IQ, and when W is greater than or equal to the first value, okay, in the array which is stored in capital IQ priority queue. So first value, when it is greater than or equal to, I am keep on adding these values to the second priority queue. See here, I am adding. And then finally what I am doing is, finally I am coming out of it and I am checking if it is null. Okay, if second priority queue is null, that means there is no value which is basically greater than or which is basically less than or equal to W. So means this condition is not being fulfilled. So then we are coming out of it. If it is not the case, then we are keep on going. So we are taking here W is equal to W plus profit q dot poll. So on top of it, the highest profit value would be there. So I am adding that second value to my W, and again I am going ahead. for the next iteration. So in this way, finally we would be returning W. So this is our program. Let me execute it. So yeah, I am running it. I have already run it, but still I am running it again. See here, let me go to submit. Yeah. So this problem also can be solved using dynamic programming, okay, where we use the concept of picking or not picking kind of thing. Okay, but in that case, actually, to make it accepted here on Leetcode, the time complexity were out of acceptance. Okay, so that is why I have used this greedy approach, but you guys can also try with the dynamic programming approach. And thank you for watching the video.